with me. How you doing this morning? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Um, so today I have up with me next to me on the screen that you can see are, I think, some very wise words that I want to talk more about on the other side of the practice. But I'll go ahead and read them right now. We keep this up in the Grody household. We keep in the Grody Meal household. We keep this up above our kitchen sink. It says, "Before you speak, let your words pass through three gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind?" Um, and this one is really hard. I just pulled it out this morning and was thinking about it and thinking about, oh my God, all the times I do not pass this one. Um, and just to think about how much power our words have, and how we use those words, what our intention is with those words, again, especially now during this campaign season. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that on the other side of the practice, but I'll go ahead and do the practice very quickly. As I do this every day, and it gets a little quicker because I do it so frequently. But let's go ahead and start the practice out today. Starting with our values, always rooting ourselves in our values. Mine are love, courage, family, and community. These are more important now, more than ever. What is your superpower? Mine is to inspire, to be in spirit. How are you using your superpower today? And then always connecting with the folks that we love most in the world. Connecting with the Dalai Lama. Oh, that's not the Dalai Lama. Hold on. Connecting with the Dalai Lama. Every day, think as you wake up. Today, I'm fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life. I'm not going to waste it. I'll keep reading this for a bit. I am going to use all of my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I'm going to have kind thoughts towards others. I'm not going to get angry or think badly about others. I'm going to benefit others as much as I can. Woo! Read that all today because it's definitely a challenge. And then, of course, India RE, we are worthy, we are deserving of respect and high regard simply because we exist. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And then, of course, our self-care, always holding ourselves in the palm of our hands, remembering that we must start with loving ourselves. Drink lots of water. We're mostly water. It makes you feel a lot better. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables. They do too. And then exercise as much as you can, hopefully every day, also makes a big difference. And then we will not go back to normal. Normal never was. Our pre-corona existence was not normal, other than we normalized greed, inequity, exhaustion, depletion, extraction. We should not long to return, my friends. We are being given the opportunity to stitch a new garment. Yes, we are. One that fits all of humanity and nature. That we must do, and we must work together on to stitch that new garment. And lastly, remembering that they are us. One of the hardest ones is to remember that they are all us, and around planet there are no sides. And we got to figure this out together, everybody that we can possibly get to come together to do it. Fortunately, it's not going to be everybody, but we got to do our best to do that. And then back to how I started this today. So this has been really helpful, and I can tell you that in my family, we need to practice it more, especially me, frankly. I have two kids. My oldest is 11, going on 12, going on 19. And it's been challenging in our household because I think it's in our most unguarded moments that this is probably the hardest. And I think it's with our kids. If you have kids or you have a loved one that lives with you, it's hardest to practice this in those unguarded moments when we might not always be our best selves, when we're caught off guard, when we're triggered, and it just comes out, right? And I'm working on this really hard with my oldest, who I love so much. But she has been a real royal pain in the ass. And I know it's going to get harder. She gets into her teens. And so I'm really working hard on this one. And understanding that our words have so much power, especially with our kids, especially with folks that are the most vulnerable. And so, just doing these three things, passing our words through these three gates. Is it true? Is it true? And it's just not worth uttering if it's not true. And, I think the true part is fascinating because then, the next gate is it necessary? Is it necessary to say? And I think that's a really tough one. It might be true, but is it necessary to speak? And then lastly, is it kind? And can we say it in the most kind way we possibly can? And there's a lot of things we really need to say, especially in this moment, especially when you're raising kids. But in this moment of division and of, the political, what we're going through with the election, uh, making sure we're on the lookout for truth, and especially the words that we utter, especially on our social media. Do not, I mean, my God, is make sure we have a responsibility to make sure that stuff is true before we spread it around. It's got to be true. And then is it necessary? I mean, I'm just repeating these, but you know, sometimes it feels good to us to say something, but is it really necessary? Is it really making a difference? Is it really being helpful? Sometimes it can be pretty damn selfish to say stuff just because I feel like blowing off steam, or I feel like, it makes me feel better to use words that might hurt somebody, frankly, or that might prove that I'm right. You know, that self righteousness. So, and then lastly, this kind part again. God, I swear to God, I know that it's very kind to speak the truth and tell people sometimes what they need to hear. By the way, but that last one again, is it kind? Am I adding to making things better, or am I just, trouncing my own wounds, my own bullshit all over the place? Right now during the election, especially, I think the triggers are just all over the place. I know we are fighting for our values. I know we are fighting to make things better. And there really is a force of out there of greed, of selfishness, and it's embodied in our president. It really is. Um, and there's a lot of people that don't like to hear that, but it's the truth. It's what I see, and I'm going to speak that truth because I think it's necessary. I'm doing it on this program today, and I can do it in the most kind way possible. But I am going to speak it, and I'm going to stand in my power when I speak it. And we have got. This is such a crucial time we got here. We've got a couple weeks left. I didn't mean to get into the election today. We got a couple weeks left, and I'm telling you, it is such an important time. We've got to pull this off. We really have to pull this off. We got to do it. We got to speak the truth. It's necessary, and we got to be kind while we're doing it. And we got to remember that they are us. So I'm working on that. I'm also working on how I am with my being a little better with my kids using this. Try to use this as much as you can. Words are more powerful when we're really thoughtful about how we use them, and they can make more of a difference. So there you go. That's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day today. Remember, even when it's really damn cloudy, the sun is always shining. Have a good one.